Yo, what is going on, guys? I'm the Green Machine, and today I'm back with another video. I'm just going to be playing some season in the background, but I will not actually be talking about or focusing on NBA Live Mobile at the moment. Today I'm just going to be going over all of the trades that happened today because, as you might have known, there were a lot of crazy trades today in the NBA, and I just want to go over them as a quick video. So I'm just going to be playing some season in the background while I talk to you about the trades that you may have heard of. If you haven't heard of the trades that have happened yet, then stay tuned. You're about to hear them right now. So first off, one of the biggest trades that happened, let me just see if I can pull it up right here. Give me a second, guys. Nikola Vucevic. Alright, so the trade with Nikola Vucevic is a big trade. So Orlando Magic traded Nikola Vucevic to the Chicago Bulls. Now you got Zach LaVine, you got Nikola Vucevic, which is really good for the Chicago Bulls. Could be a really big moment for the Chicago Bulls. And yeah, the Magic get apparently 4 players or something and 2 first-round picks. I am not sure. Wait, let me just read this. I'm sorry, guys. Alright, so Orlando traded Nikola Vucevic and Al-Farouq Aminu to the Chicago Bulls. Both of those players to the Chicago Bulls. They're both really good players to the Chicago Bulls in exchange for Wendell Carter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. and 2 first-round picks, which is, I mean, at this point, we still have some trades with the Magic coming up, but this is just one of them. But, I mean, at this point, I don't know what the Orlando Magic are doing. At this point, they're just selling their whole entire team. Like, come on now. Vucevic, Al-Amin Farouk, and then they also Al-Farouq Aminu, and then they also have traded Aaron Gordon, which will be coming up right now, which we will talk about. But let's get back to the main thing about Nikola Vucevic. So he has been traded to the Orlando Magic. He's already on the Orlando Magic. He has been traded to the Chicago Bulls for Wendell Carter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. And he has been traded along with Al-Farouq Aminu to the Bulls for 2 first-round picks. So it's kind of crazy, but let's think about the perspective in both ways. So first, basically Orlando Magic are getting 2 decent players and some draft picks, which isn't bad. But then they're also selling, like, the best players on their team, which is a really big spot for them. And then we have the Aaron Gordon trade coming up, like I just said. And then another player. So overall, they have traded 4 players or 5 players. I'm not sure which. Pretty sure it's 4 players that they have traded for this 2021 NBA trade deadline. But this is just crazy, guys. 4 players from the same team getting traded. It's insane. But, yeah. So, Nikola Vucevic and Al-Farouq Aminu have been traded to the Chicago Bulls for Wendell Carter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr. and 2 first-round picks. The first-round picks is not... I mean, it's out of, like, 30, right? Yeah, it's out of 30, so... They could really be bad picks. They could really be good picks. And they're giving up Vucevic. I don't really know what their idea was for this trade. I mean, it's not the best trade that they could have done. Definitely not the best. Because, also, Nikola Vucevic was an all-star center. So, for Wendell Carter Jr. and Otto Porter Jr., which are 2 kind of bad but decent players, and 2 first-round picks, I'm not sure about that. I'm really not sure about that. But anyways, let's go on to the Orlando Magic trading Aaron Gordon to the Denver Nuggets. So, Denver Nuggets are now insane. That's all I'm going to say. Orlando Magic have traded Aaron Gordon to the Denver Nuggets. This is crazy, bro. Orlando's out here selling their whole entire team, getting robbed. And then you have all the other teams like getting actually good. Because now Bulls have Vucevic along with Zach LaVine. And now the Nuggets, not only do they have Nikola Jokic and Aaron Gordon, but they also have Jamal Murray, who is a really good player. So this is just crazy on another level. But I don't know why Orlando Magic has decided to basically sell their whole entire team for some trash. They're basically just getting robbed right there. But let's go ahead and read this. So the Orlando Magic and Denver Nuggets. No, none of this. Alright, so in exchange for Aaron Gordon to the Denver Nuggets, the Orlando Magic will get Gary Harris and rookie RJ Hampton and Denver's 2025 first round pick, which is still pretty bad. So I really don't know what the Orlando Magic was trying to do with this trade. They could be going on some whole other thing that we don't know about yet. But I don't know. So far, they've just gone down for the Orlando Magic. I don't know what they're doing or what they plan to do with the players that they've just gotten. But I mean, it is what it is. I mean, I don't really know why they would do such a trade like that, to be completely honest. It doesn't really make sense. And then we still have one more trade coming up for the Orlando Magic. So let's go ahead and look at that one. So right here, Boston Celtics get Orlando Magic's Evan Fournier. I'm not sure if I pronounced his name correctly, for picks. So, the Boston Celtics have acquired Orlando Magic guard Evan. Why haven't I put in my season game on? Evan Fournier for 2 second-round picks ahead of Thursday's trade line. So, basically, they just traded a player for 2 picks, and that's it. 2 second-round picks, and that's it. 2 second-round picks. That's 2 second-round picks, guys. 2 second-round picks. I mean, second-round picks can be trash. They're mostly trash, but some of them could be good. Just like Nikola Jokic. He turned out to be really good for round 2, pick 45. But still, I don't know. I really do not know at this point what the Magic are trying to do. They do have a lot of draft picks, but still, if the players are trash and they're busts, then they just sold their whole team. There's no point in doing anything else. So I really do not know what they're trying to do here. But it's just crazy. Next up we have... Give me a second. Let me just get this loaded. And right here, Miami Heat get Victor Oladipo. He's been moving around lately. Victor Oladipo has been moving around from here and there. It's crazy. But, it's crazy. But the Rockets get, in turn for Victor Oladipo, they get Avery Bradley and Kelly Olynyk in a 2022 first-round swap rights, which, honestly, from that trade, I think that's totally worth it. I mean, Victor Oladipo is a really good player, so he getting to the Miami Heat is a good step for Miami Heat. And then the Rockets get Avery Bradley, Kevin Olynyk, and a 2022 first-round swap rights. So, honestly, that's a really good trade. Avery Bradley is pretty good, and along with Kelly Olynyk. in 2022 first round swap, right? So, I mean, I honestly think that's a pretty good trade. I'm not even gonna lie. And let me just read this part. This looks interesting. But it says with Oladipo in Miami, the Heat are also expected to emerge as a front runner to sign LaMarcus Aldridge. So honestly, this is just gonna be crazy. But I think LaMarcus Aldridge is gonna retire soon. I mean, no hate, but still. But this is really crazy. The deadline trades that have happened so far. I mean, it's just insane. Next trade we have, let me just pull it up right here. Give me a second, guys. Let me just continue the season game while I look for it. So, the next trade we have, which was one of the first trades, actually. JaVale McGee, who was on the Lakers. Or was he on the Cavs? I forgot which one he was on before he got traded today. But JaVale McGee has been traded to the Denver Nuggets. So, that's something. I mean, JaVale McGee isn't really that good of a player, but he's tall. And, I mean, yeah, he's good. But, right here it says, Denver Nuggets acquiring JaVale McGee from Cleveland Cavs. So, he was on the Cavs before, I knew it. But, JaVale McGee got traded for Isaiah Hartenstein. I'm pretty sure that is how you pronounce it. Hartenstein. And 2 future second-round picks, which honestly is not bad. JaVale McGee is an okay player, so that was a pretty good trade. But now, Nuggets are just insane. Like, they got like a bench center to just take their place and make sure nothing happens in the future. If Jokic gets injured, he will be playing really good. But the Nuggets at this point are just insane. You know, Aaron Gordon. They've gotten Aaron Gordon, Jokic. They've gotten JaVale McGee, Jamal Murray. It's just crazy. That's just crazy, bro. It really is crazy. And over here we have... That one I've already seen. Here we go. Norman Powell has been traded to the Trailblazers. Give me just a second to pull it up. Norman Powell has been traded to the Portland Trailblazers for Gary Trent Jr. and Rodney Hood today. So, hold up. Okay, so, yeah. A lot of trades happening today. Some pretty good trades, some pretty bad trades. But, Portland Trailblazers now have Norman Powell and the Raptors now have Gary Trent Jr. and Rodney Hood added to their team. So not a bad trade for that one right there. Let's look at the next one. George Hill. Let me just pull it up. Alright. George Hill has been traded to the Philadelphia 76ers. And this was a 3-team deal. This is a really big trade right here. But George Hill is headed to the Philadelphia 76ers as part of the 3-way deal involving the Oklahoma City Thunder and the New York Knicks, sources told ESPN. George Hill has been traded in exchange to the Sixers for Tony Bradley, and second round picks for 2025 and 2026. The 76ers will also be getting Iggy Braddeeks from the Knicks. I'm not sure if I pronounced that right. I probably didn't. That's a hard name to pronounce. And then we have one more right here so far. Let me just put this on autoplay. So right here we have, I think this is the last one. I'm not sure if it is. No, there's one more. But right here we have Atlanta Hawks trading Rajon Rondo to the LA Clippers for Lou Williams and future second round picks. Pretty good trade, Rajon Rondo to the LA Clippers for Lou Williams. Not bad. But honestly, all of these trades were crazy. Tell me what you think in the comment section below. But yeah, anyways, that's going to wrap it up. I hope you enjoyed. Leave a like, comment down below if we see more of it. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.